Okay, fine, and we'll repeat again this one citation example what I have taught in my previous class. That so in general what happens, and this is the example which was given in relation to the APA style guide. What actually APA style guide is that you already know how to write the research article, research report, and what are the style guide parameters to be employed, and how to go for writing the I mean this one references or a bibliography in APA style, and other also MLA and AMA and Chicago and different types of style guides what we have. And I think I have explained two. One is APA and another one is MLA. Am I right? ನಾನು APA and MLA ಎರಡು ಹೇಳಿದಿನಲ್ಲ.
Chicago, sir.
Chicago ಮತ್ತು APA.
Okay. Why others are not responding? Fine. APA and Chicago, these two style guides which I already explained, and here in the citation example, I would like to give some glimpse on what I have taught in my previous class. And here it is the citation examples. If you are referring any of the article and which has been proposed by a single author, so there you need to refer in the text. I'm telling about the text, not in the bibliography or references. In the references, it should contain each and everything. It should contain the first name, second name, year of publication, and the title of the article, the journal in which journal he has published, and the year, page number, article issue number, and volume number. Everything should be there. But in the text, how to cite them? So for example, already in my previous class I had explained by taking some of the examples of the student only one author has reported something. For example, medicinal plants of Kalburgi and Tilburgi. So one yaar madidare, for example, let us take as it has been proposed by Namrata. So just you need to go for put the Namrata and second name of the Namrata second name irbodu Dawn. So just put as Dawn in the year 1970 and reported the medicinal plants of Kalburgi. If this is single author, if there are two authors, one more pattern is that, or else you can there are different patterns of writing citing the author name in the text or in the body of the article. So either you can put the author name and publication year in the parenthesis and write the what you have taken from their particular report. That is what Namrata in the year 1970, that is in the bracket you have to put it by 1970, and she has exclusively studied the distribution of medicinal plants in Kalburgi. Or else you can go for the distribution of medicinal plants in Kalburgi, as distribution of medicinal plants is rich in Kalburgi during, and that can be seen very predominantly during monsoon season. Just put the bracket and write the author name like this, Namrata, 1978. Or else you can even write it as in the year 1978, Namrata reported the medicinal plants, the predominant availability of medicinal plants in the Kalburgi region are only during the monsoon season, right? So you can put author name first, or else you can put state the complete report and put the author's name as well as the year in a parenthesis, or you can go for taking the year of publication and followed by the author name and write what you want to take, what you have taken it from the article. Or one more possibility is that sometimes what happens. Am I audible?
Sir, in between break aglatte sir.
For all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Athara in break, if any point of time, if there is any such break or audio break, kindly let me know, because so that we'll start again.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next person, one more pattern is a Namrata. So we have got one more Namrata. So at that time, it's the same. There are two Namrata, and they are proposed in the year 1978 itself. Then how to distinguish between that and this? At the time, you have to go for again. Instead of putting only the year, you have to put even the page number of the article. So PP 25 to 69. So that what happens? You are referring up the Namrata that she has proposed this complete research in the year in the page number 25 to 69, like this. And if there are two authors, similar to the first statement after you have to write the two authors, the second name of author and second name of a second author, and put the bracket in the parenthesis. Same, similar to that of the first author, the author, some even you can even go for citing like this also. What happens in recent years? For example, let me take one more: the Guru Kiran and Molly Patil. I mean, this Monish. So here, what happens? There are these two persons have proposed something else. At the time, you can go for Guru Kiran and the Mali Patil and Kalal in the year. Put the bracket in the year 2021 and reported or given clear information of the Azadirachta indica plants on the biofertilizer aspects. Similar, or you can go for biofertilizer aspects of neem has been proposed by the bracket Mali Patil and Kalal, 2021. Fine. Or in the year 2021, Mali Patil and Kalal reported the biofertilizer efficacy of neem, Azadirachta indica. Like this, you have to go for putting that. Are you getting? One
Sir.
more point will come.
Sir, ಇದು ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಹಾಕೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇದು?
No. Actually, it's not a pattern. If, for example, Arjun Shetty and A Shetty. So you want to put A only, right? So there are some Amit Shetty.
Right? Sir, ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸೇಮ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ AR ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4th ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸರ್. ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಅವ್ರು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಪೇಜ್?
ಅದೇ that's what initial ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. For example, Arjun Shetty ಅಂತಿದೆ. So instead of putting the page number, you may ask that putting A is my initial, right? So A ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಮಿತ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಮಿತಾಬ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೌದಾ, ಅಶೋಕ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. It may be anything. If you go and put the Arjun Shetty in the Facebook and Twitter and in the Google, you will get thousands. And nanде photo ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ first ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes, okay.
Are you getting my point? So because of that, to avoid that one, for example, if Arjun has proposed something in the page number between 25 to 69, it will be mine. This is completely very unique. No one will be there. No one has contributed their research in between these two page number. Am I right? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So putting the page number is more precise and more unique, so that 25 to 69 is my property and no one can alter it, because this is my research and this is what mean the product as well as merits as well as critics, everything is allocated to me itself. So if you put only Arjun Shetty, instead of putting Arjun, even taking the complete name Arjun Shetty, there are n number of Arjun Shetty. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, even in the same institute, for example, you may ask one more point, sir. We are putting the affiliation in the corresponding author, or else in the title, below the title of the article, we are putting the author's name, followed by below that we are putting even the affiliation, right there where they are working. So there are many organizations, there are many institutions where we can see that a single a person having the same name, many faculties or many staff who are working. So as right now, the Shanbasa University, there are no other Arjun Shetty, but there are many Guru Kiran, there are many Nivedita, there are many Rekha, right? So to avoid the ambiguity, it is better to go for putting the accurate page number. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now coming to this one, last one is the Williams et al. Now coming to, there are more than 3 authors. If there are more than 2 authors, it is our responsibility to go for putting. What happens, for example, if there are only 3 authors, what happens? We can write Shetty, Patil, and Kalal. It's okay. If there are, if for example, what happens in the making of Covaxin, there are 14 authors 14 scientists were working together day and night for the preparation of a Covaxin. Now just imagine if you put the 14 authors name, just see what happens. It is going to become a 2-line, right? So to avoid this, again, the complexity, the what we call the APA format accepts that go for first. You just go for now check. Okay, so here what happens, if there are more than 2 authors, instead of putting the complete name of authors, just go for taking the second name of a first author. So just take the second name of first author. We'll share that also. One second. There you just, for example, my paper is there. Along with me, there are five of you who have worked with me. There you just take the first author is me. If I am the first author, just take Shetty. Next, et dot all, et al. In some other style guides, they are taking et al, et dot al dot. One nimisha. So just see in et al, you are going to see just et al dot, right? So here, what do you mean? Williams, others. Okay, now Williams and others in the parenthesis 1962. So and so you have been taken. Some style guides, they are asked about most of the Latin words. You may aware of the Latin words in the even in the botany also. When you write about the botanical names of a plants, you are going to go italicize, right? Why? Because the Latin words are always should be italicized to find the differences from the Latin word as well as the conventional or English language. There is no such written rule that we have to underline, we have to italicize the botanical names. The thing is that as per the norms of ICBA, and that there is no such mandatory rule to italicize the botanical names of any plant. But the thing is that to find out the differences from the conventional text, that is what of English language, there you are using the Latin words for identifying the plants to find out the differences from the botanical name of a plant name as well as the running text. You have to go for underlying it or you have to italicize it. So what happens, because of the Latin word, we have to we are going for italicizing, or we are going it for the underlying. Similarly, some style guides requires et al in italics. Some requires et dot al dot comma. Are you getting what I'm telling?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So like this, you are going to. But in the APA style guides, it is recommended to go for Shetty, et space al dot, Shetty and others. Now is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So yeah, this is what the citation example. Now coming to citation, citing the electronic documents. So in the today's class, we'll proceed with the next part of the procedure for the reference citation. Here in that, the citing the electronic documents, similar to the articles, you are supposed to go for citing the electronic documents. So now we may ask what actually the electronic documents and all those things. For example, what happens if there are some information which you are not going to get it from the offline or a printed version. So most of the articles, most of the information what you are getting it from the Wikipedia is again the electronic information. You are not getting anything in the form of printed from Wikipedia, right? In the form of printed version. So if you are citing any information drawn from the digital information, if you are drawn from the digital site, that has to be considered as electronic documents. And similar, in the same way as you are citing the text document, similarly you are supposed to go for citing the electronic documents. So it may be you may get it from the Wikipedia, you may get it from the Google, you may get it from any sources. Fine, that has to be that has to be similar to that of how you are citing the text. Similarly, you are supposed to cite those electronic or digitally derived documents. Sometimes what happens, you may won't get the information of who has written that, and when he has written that, and when he or she has written that, and what was the year of publication. All those things at that time we won't get. So at that time, how you are going to cite that? So if you know the author, you will cite. If you know the year, you will cite. If you know the page number, you will cite. If all the information is not available, then how you are going to cite it? At that time, you are supposed to obtain the information what you are going to refer. Then the search bar information that has to be taken and that has to be kept where instead of putting the author name. Are you getting what I'm explaining?
Yes, sir.
So well, fine, and we'll share. We'll stop share this one and we'll show you how to do that. 1 second. Where is Google? Yes, Google is open. Share the data. The window. This one. Share. So can you all able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me talk about lentil cells and very. So we'll directly go to the Wikipedia. So now For example, you have taken this from here to this. This information ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊ. Don't worry about. Can you all able to see the bigger screen clear ಕಾಣ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಏನ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for example, okay, this second means the author name. Just by keeping the cursor, you can see there is the author name, or who has written that. For example, sometimes you won't get all this information. Just at that time, what happens? Just copy. I mean, what you are going to do, just refer all those things. And after writing all these things, you just need to.
Sir,
put
voice is
this
tracking,
type.
sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. So if the information what you are getting it from the unauthored, I mean, who is the correct author of the information is not clearly known to you. So at that time, you just go for copying the search bar, the information or the site where we have taken the information that has to be taken, and this has to be placed where you are writing the author name. So instead of writing the author name, you have to put the search bar information. Can you all see that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ದಲ್ಲೂ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್.
Yeah, that's what ಹಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Now we will share again another window. Slide. So can you all able to see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fine. That's what. There are three different patterns. Whole internet site. So for example, not a specific document on a site. If there is no author, if there is no page number, if there is no such thing, all those things they can go for putting the search bar, the internet address, and directly you can put it in the text after the completion of your writing. Fine. And if there are no page numbers, you can use the paragraph number if not page number is available. For example, if there is any information, if it is not available, in older documents, if you may get it from the internet source that they won't mention the page number at all. So at that time, you can go for putting the paragraph numbers. Okay, now instead of page number, you can go for putting the paragraph numbers of that article, of that particular information. And I already have told you there are no author, there are no year of publication. Directly you are supposed to go for putting the the address bar information. If sometimes what happens, whole internet site, for example, the complete information you have taken it from the Wikipedia. Just imagine that in Wikipedia, the article which has been proposed by many of the authors. Again, we'll share again that one also. Right now, stop sharing. Then we go for lengthy cells. Share a window, and here it is, the window. So now I'm opening. Can you all able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just say this is the lengthy cell, and it is again obtained from the Wikipedia. Just see how many number of the authors. Just see from 1 to 20. There are 20 authors have contributed for the Wikipedia page on the lengthy cell. So at that time, you no need to go for putting all the authors. Just go and take the address bar and put in that place. So if you cite this complete information, then it has been considered as you are acknowledging these from 1 to 20 authors. Is that clear?
Sir.
Ha, ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಹತ್ತರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅದು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು.
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು 2-3 ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಇಂದ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್?
2-3 ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಾನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಗಿಯರಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಗಿಯರಿಸಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ, so if you don't use, you may ask sir, ಅದು ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್, who is going to ask us? Again, it's a scientifically ethical issue. One has to cite properly. The original author's name or original citation has to be properly given. If you fail to give that, then your article or your publication will not be considered, will not be validated. It will be considered as a plagiarism. Plagiarism nothing but copy and paste. That is clear. If there is a copy and paste, you may assert what ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. There are n number of websites, there are n number of softwares. Just by putting your articles, they will come out. They will send you total number of copy and paste. How much you have copied, how much you have written on your own. Everything will be given, will be coming out of the everything will be come out in the form of a text. The report. There you can, there even each and every single word will be given with a reference from where you have taken that particular statement. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay, so you cannot cheat anyone.
Okay, sir.
Now coming to citing images. Similar to that, again the electron document, citing the images also is to be made properly. But the thing is that there are some quite differences in the, if it is derived from a book, if you have taken it from the newspaper articles, if you have taken it from the journal articles, and there are some different images. All images, when you are writing the scientific article, you need to go for putting the, you are supposed to go for citing the name of the author, one who has published the original image of that. So if you're taking from the image from a book, there you need to go for putting like this. From ಯಾವ book ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So if you have taken it from the book, you have to write the author name, second name of the author, and followed by, so I'm telling about below the image. So if this is what an image, below the image you have to write the author name, the year of, the book name, and the publisher. Okay, now for example, this, let us take this sort of image. You have copied and you have put it in your article. So below the image you have to put the author name, publisher year, and the title of the book and the publisher. Is that clear? If it is from a book chapter, as I already told you that book chapter thing, but by contributing, the different authors are contributing one chapter independently, and one-to-one interactions will be there, and after that finally they are going to come out with around 10, 20, 50, 100 number of chapters. All the chapters will together will be made as a single textbook. So for example, if let us take Guru Kiran has written the lentil cells, Rasika has written about the periderm, Geeta has written on the wood anatomy, Vaishnavi has written on some embryology aspect, all those things. Let us take the different person has written the different articles and I myself I have made a complete book by taking the articles from these 4 persons. Now someone will come, the Pragati will come, and she will take the image from the Vaishnavi's chapter. So at that time, how to cite that? There you need to go for putting author's name, Vaishnavi, I mean that's Sajjan, when the book was published in the year 2021, and you have to write the chapter name as wood anatomy. If she is writing the wood anatomy, comma, edited, EDN ಬರೀತಾರೆ, edited by Shetty, book name plant anatomy. Are you getting it? Nothing but
Yes,
if you have taken it from the chapter, book chapter, you have to write the author name of an article as well as author name of the book. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So again, pardon? Any doubt?
ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ವಿಕಿಪೀಡಿಯಾ ಒಳಗೆ 20 ಆಥರ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು ಅವಾಗಲೇ. ಒಂದು
Okay.
ವಿಕಿಪೀಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಆಥರ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕಂತ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಐತೇನ್ರಿ?
No. Author ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. If the information is more the number of authors, more the genuine result. Okay, na? So andre that particular information was critically reviewed, which is critically written by many authors. So ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, so this what we call the quality of the information will be more. ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, so I may be wrong sometimes. If there are many ಒಂದು 10 ಜನ ಕಲ್ತು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, then the information will be quite good. If someone one is in a doubtful, the remaining 19 can confirm, 19 can easily rectify it, right? So there are as many number of authors are there, it is better to it is going to be said as the standard, or it is going to increase the quality of information. Now coming to the image from a newspaper. ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಗೋಪಾಲ್.
ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬರೀತಾರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನದ್ದು?
ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನದ್ದು ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ.
ಓಕೆ.
ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಇವನ್ ಶೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ನಿಮ್ ವಿಕಿಪೀಡಿಯಾ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗೆ ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ citation required ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. citation needed, citation required. ಅದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಈಗ ಸಿಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಡೌಟ್ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿಕಿಪೀಡಿಯಾ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ವಿಕಿಪೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಯಾವಾಗ 1 2 3 ಇನ್ನ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇವನ್ ದಿ citation needed or citation required ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತದೆ. Nothing but someone has written that, but he failed to cite his, I mean he has failed to put his name and he has failed to put the information where he has been brought. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ citation needed ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So if you get the correct information, you can put there citation required, citation needed ಅಲ್ಲಿ, because Wikipedia is a completely editable document, so you can go for edit it. ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ nothing wrong. Even Wikipedia
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಬೇರೆ ನೇಮ್ ಅವ್ರ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನನ್ನ ನೇಮ್ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ?
it will be easily recognizable.
ಸರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅದು. ಅದೇ ರೆಕಾಗ್ನೈಸ್
ಅದೇ ಮೊದಲು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ
ಸರ್,
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ರೆಕಾಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ
ಫೈನ್, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? henceforth no one will dare to put their name. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ? ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಫೈನ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೀಟ್ ಎನಿವನ್ ಬಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಚೀಟ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ computer it will never find out that once it has been recognized as Mali Patil, it will be recognized as Mali Patil till the end, till we have the Google, till we have the Wikipedia.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಹೌದಾ? ಇವನ್ ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಮಾಲಿ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಕಿಪೀಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಮೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಾಲಿ ಪಾಟೀಲ್, ಇವನ್ ದಿ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಆಥರ್, ಇಫ್ ಇವನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದಿ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಆಥರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಹೌದಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್? ನಾವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಇಮೇಜ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕನ್ ಇಟ್ ದಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಯು ಟು ರೈಟ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಥರ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ದ ಸಿಟಿ ನೇಮು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಲ್ಬುರ್ಗಿ, ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಬೈ ಯಾರು, ಅರ್ಜುನ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಅದು ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದಿ ಆಥರ್ ನೇಮ್, ಯಾವ ಡೇದು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಸ್ 2021, June 16. ಯಾವ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಪರ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಏನಿತ್ತದು ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ವಿಜಯವಾಣಿ, ವಿಜಯ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಪ್ರಜಾವಾಣಿ, ಡೆಕ್ಕನ್ ಹೆರಾಲ್ಡ್ ಏನೈತಿ, ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಯಾವ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇತ್ತದು ಆ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಸಮ್ವನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ವೆರಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ನೀವು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ permission, because every articles will be cross verified before the publication. So the cross verification ಮಾಡುವಾಗ you should not make any mistake for citing. Okay na? Now coming to the image from a journal article. So now we are done with a book, we are done with a newspaper article, we are done with a book chapter. Now coming to the journal article. Journal article is how we are citing the text from the article. On the research article ಇಂದ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಯಾವ ತರ ಸೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ you are collecting or you are taking the images from the journal article. There also you need to go for taking the complete information as like you are writing the bibliography. The author's first name, second author's first author's second name, second author's second name, third author's second name, everything has to be there, and put the year and the title of the article and the journal in which journal he has published, followed by the volume, followed by the issue, followed by the page. Everything should be there. Fine. But the thing is that here when you're citing the images, the information has to be kept just below the image. You are not supposed to go for putting them in a bibliography or a references section idbekantilla. The thing is that you need to put the information of the images just below the image. ಒಂದು 10 ಪೇಜ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆನೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೇಕನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್?